All right, you ready? Let's get it. Make sure you're breathing from your diaphragm. Number is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Imagine that energy starting from your center, your root, going all the way up to your head. That's the whole thing, to get the oxygen from the root all the way to the brain, all the way to the brain. And you got to feel it. So keep everything tight as you breathe and feel all of that energy coming up. Feel that spirit coming all the way up. Do 2 more. All right, so now the next breathing exercise we're gonna work on, we're gonna breathe in for 6 seconds. We're gonna hold it for 6 seconds. But while we holding it for 6 seconds, we're gonna utilize that breath that we just brought in, all that oxygen, and we're gonna stretch, pull in different ways to get the oxygen into all of our cells. All right, I'll show you how to do that. All right, let's get it. All right, let's go. Breathe in deep, 6 seconds. Hold it for 6 seconds. While you're holding, you're gonna be moving that air and that oxygen and that energy to whatever you want to center. Center your heart. I'm gonna center my lungs. I'm gonna center my lower back and my kidneys. But whatever you think that you need to work on, push that air there. Focus on pushing that air to there while you holding it for 6 seconds, and then release real slow for 6 seconds. Let's get it.
You gotta sit in this specific stand?
No, whatever stand you need to, but always start off in that position though, because this is starting off. So it's something called the Fibonacci sequence, or what they call the golden ratio. Right now, we are sitting in the golden ratio. Like plants had this same type of shape, flowers had the same type of shape, show DNA. So everything, fractals and codes of life, even down to your blood cells, is shaped just like this. When you're sitting like this, you're at the shape of everything. So always start in this posture, but then while you're doing everything, you can end like this if you want to, but always start in that position. All right, let's get it. sure you're utilizing all that oxygen. Try to move it to anywhere it need to be.
So as I'm exhaling, the oxygen is flowing to whatever I'm focused on the most.
Yeah, so yeah, as you exhaling,
Yeah.
now that oxygen is converting to carbon dioxide and you feeding it to the grass and to the trees and they breathing it in, doing the same thing. What we doing right now for
Right.
on practice, where we taking time out our day, they do this 24/7.
Yeah.
No bull. The trees do that 24/7.
Right.
So as soon as you breathe in all of the oxygen molecules, what's happening is it's attaching to something called iron phosphate, and it's going through your bloodstream. Whatever you focus on or whatever you allow, because there's something called meridian pathways. When you stretching and you turning, you opening up the pathways to get the oxygen, the right amount of space to allow to be flowed through by way of iron. So whatever you focus your attentions on is where it's gonna go. So then the moment you exhale, now that oxygen is starting to being utilized as ATP, which is called adenosine triphosphate. So when you exhale, wherever you exhale, or whatever that focus on, is where the oxygen is going. So it's very important that your focus is straight before you exhale.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it. Like right now, I'm going to my stomach, so. And even if you gotta dig and move it around, move it around. If you want to get to some muscles, you gotta dig to move that oxygen around. Once you get it, lock in, focus on it, and then exhale. You feeling it? Yeah, yeah. It works, bro. What we doing, we straight regenerating our tissues. We regenerating cells by breathing in oxygen. It's free, man. We ain't gotta pay for this. It's free. It's what our ancient ancestors did.
When they do something to the air, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. But even if they did something to the air, which they do chemtrails, they spray nitrogen in the air.
Yeah.
We around all trees right now, like literally. I mean, look at all these trees we're around, sitting in the grass. We're around bushes. We're around all types of stuff. So it's a lot of different oxygen that's coming our way.
Gotcha.
So we good. We good. Yep. All right, so that was 6 of them. On this next one, we're gonna do short breaths. Now this one gives your blood, it makes your heart speed up and it gets you the most oxygen. You literally doing this. So you 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2 seconds, release for 5 seconds. So.
Ready.
Let's get it.
That's what doing what?
1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2 seconds. Release for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2 seconds. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. Come on. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 2 seconds. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get it. Get that ruach in you. 4 more. Focus on that oxygen being right in your brain. There you go. Now we being in sync.
Yeah.
One more. Great. Make sure you get that oxygen around, stretch, anything you need to do. Release all that negative energy, any trauma, whatever, release it. Give it back to earth. That's the reason why we sitting on mama. This mama. She the nurturer. She want to take all our pain away, brother. Give it all back to her. Give it all back to her. All praises.
Yeah.
You feel the difference? Wait till you get up, though, and that blood get to flowing properly. All this breath work you doing.
That's one thing I need to control, man. Like, just like my mood, energy. I've never been good at that. Like,
Yeah.
I always get like amped up easy.
But the moment you get amped up, just take 5 minutes away and just do breath work. You get, because you ain't even got to be outside to do this. I'm just trying to show you to get bare to nature, to get the most energy. Always do it in nature. But say if a heated argument comes and you finna do something crazy, remove yourself from the situation and immediately do breath work. And that's something just simply as like do that 10 times and then come back. Man, you done had so much oxygen came to your brain by then. You responding quicker. You know what to say. You know what not to say. And you realize what's important now. You be like, man, what the hell we was just arguing over? That wasn't even important. You know what I'm saying? Because you focusing on life. You focusing on breath. That's important, bro. You focusing on breath. Because without breath, everybody be dead. And you spending your breath arguing back and forth with somebody. You spending your breath, you know what I'm saying? Like I could spend my breath on breathing and living more instead of, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna control your emotions, bro. It's just all about breathing. And it's healthy, man. You healing your cells, man. You healing.
Yeah, that's much needed, man.
Much needed. All right, we're gonna do some stretches and then we up out of here. Shalom, shalom. Peace to the gods, peace to the earth, peace, love, light, and healing.
Sir.